So this is the setup here I have. This is the Rekordbox DMX. Is it RB1? RB-DMX1. Yeah, I'll just kind of go through what I have on this because I think it's important, and I think it's working pretty well. Like I was showing you, there is like the scene changes and it automatically controls the lights. This is the simple setup. This is 2 light bars, 2 par lights, and 2 moving heads. The disco ball effect is just from this cheap generic thing, but it's cool. I can change the color of the disco ball with this, so I could do like green, red, blue, whatever. But yeah, I mean, just out of the gate, like the nicest thing is that when you load a track, it loads in the scenes, which you can customize too. I'm not that far yet, but and it just automatically analyzes the music for phrases and then applies a scene. And if you're using a Pioneer controller, if you put your fader, if you activate your crossfader, then it will also, you can use auto and change the lighting control deck 1 to 2. You can also just click manual and do it yourself. But it is interesting that if you're doing a crossfade, then it will change the lights to that next track instead of you having to make extra clicks. Yeah, I forgot about this dimmer thing. That's pretty cool. You can change the intensity. But the biggest thing that I like is just changing the color or dropping it down to low or a fast strobe effect, depending on what I want to do. And this laptop is, you know, right there, ready to go. I've got it with all my music. I don't need a secondary controller or anything. Yeah, so I've got DMX on USB to 6 DMX cables. I'm going to a moving head first, down to my par light, and then up to a bar, par, and moving head. So a lot of wires. I think if I only had a short amount of time, I would just at a minimum just connect the 2 bar lights, and that would be totally fine, and maybe just put the moving heads on sound activation mode. But it really adds an incredible ambiance, I think, when these lights start going with the music. Just to go into what I have here. So if you go over to lighting. All right, so I'm going to show you my fixture setup. And these are all super cheap Amazon lights. So the 2 moving heads, I think, were like $115 for the pair. The par lights, you know, I think I got 6 of them for, $60 or something. And these bar lights, I got 2 of them for like $55. It would have been nice to have the little bit longer ones, but it was what I could afford at the time. And they're cool. Yeah, so the way I have it set up here is I'll just really kind of walk through what I have for the setup here. So I've got my 2 par lights. The fixture I'm using, so it's cool. If you click on that par light, it's going to activate that light. And if I click on the other one, it activates that. Just 100% white, full brightness to kind of identify the light, and then moving head 1 and moving head 2. You get the idea. The bar lights work too. So, but I just wanted to go through, the most important thing is trying to find the the fixture in the fixture library, or if it doesn't exist, what is a compatible fixture in the library that would work for these lights, because the par lights and the bar lights are super generic. The moving heads, luckily, are in the fixture library, so that was nice. So the moving heads are the ZQ02001, and I have them on 11 channels. So let me just try to remember which fixture. So let's start with the LED. So 36 LED RGB. So if I type that in over here, 36 LED RGB par. Let's just see what comes up. Yeah, it's super weird that it's just super hard to find the fixtures. I think it was in unknown. So if you go to U and then you go to unknown, and then now we can search this group. So 36 LED. What is it? Is it could it possibly be case sensitive? I just do not know. Oh, okay. So this is how you do it. So you type in 36 LED par, or what was it? RGB. Oops. RGB. Okay. So now it's going to search, but then you have to go to each group and find it. So in unknown, yeah, I think it's this one. I mean, isn't it weird that like when you click on your fixture, it doesn't tell you what fixture you have? But I believe it's 36 LED par, standard mode, 7 channels. Super important to just like keep one of the instruction manuals around that gives you what the channels are. Let's see if I drop this one in. Yeah, so that looks like the same. If I hover over it, standard mode, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the Amazon links in the description for what I bought, but here's the important thing, these are the fixtures that I found. So yeah, I believe like one was dimmer and then RGB, and if it's getting those, then it's gonna work, right? And 7 channel, right? So yeah, standard mode 1 to 7. So now I'm just going to delete this fixture that I dropped in there. Yeah, and then the other thing too, like, so I set up the channels. This one is going 1 to 7, and then the next one is 33 to 39. And then you obviously got to tell each fixture what channel to listen to, the start channel. It doesn't matter like what order they're daisy chained in, because they all receive the comm signal. I did put a plug in the back of the end of the line. You see that plug there is in the back, so this is just supposed to help with the overall communication. They were cheap. I think I got 2 of them for like $7. Yeah, so I mean, you could just line these up, but I just decided to like make a like a to make to just put them in line. So the first par listens on channel 1, the second one listens on 33. Like I said, I'm using this fixture, 36 LED RGB par, that's in the unknown group, 7 channel. Okay. The other one, the moving heads, the ZQ02001, if you type that in, I think it pops up under like generic or something. Let's see where it, I mean, you have to say that ZQ02001. Yeah, King. So this is the only manufacturer that search query pops up in, but then there's 2 different versions. So I use the 11 channel. For some reason, the 9 channel setup, the colors weren't working. So anyway, it's good if we're in 11 channel mode. Then we actually could potentially control the Gobo wheels, but apparently Rekordbox does not support Gobos, which is whatever. But the good thing is the movement of these lights is excellent, and you have to tell that unit, hey, we're doing a 11 channel, right? But yeah, the colors, I'm totally happy with the way it's working right now, because the colors are working, the movement's working, and just like the automatic scene IDs phrasing is like totally cool, and it really adds a lot to the ambiance and makes it pretty simple. Hey. So that's the moving heads. King ZQ02001. We're using the 11 channel mode. The first one's listening at 65. The other one is listening at 97. Like I said, they're not, this order here does not have to be the way that they're wired. This order here is just for kind of ease of setup. And then the last one, I found this one, Procbet bar LED. So it looks like it's a, let's see, let's type that in and see what manufacturer that was under. Procbet bar. Did I spell it wrong? Okay, yeah, under A, actually. I think at a certain point I was just like going through every fixture and trying to find one that matched the channel of my aftermarket bars. So I found a 9 channel, so that's what we're using. Yeah, and this is the lineup: dimmer, strobe, RGB, white, and yeah. So I will leave the descriptions for the Amazon links of what I bought, and I think if you search for the 36 LED RGB par in unknown, that will work fine for those. Because at first I thought you had to look in like aftermarket or something, but I think unknown is the proper manufacturer to look for. But I did get lucky with these bars, these bar lights, that I found a manufacturer, Anzhee, 9 channel, that matches enough, right? That's the key, matching enough so that the commands are there for dim, color, and some strobe. And then the final thing is that, once you put your fixtures in here, they're going to show up over here, and they're going to default to like the full Rekordbox lighting, which is like 24 lights. But all these lights down here at the bottom are your simple setup, which every scene has kind of like a very, will include a minimal setup with these lights, minimal action with these lights. And that's really all you need, but you need to assign the lights to, to these simple modes. So if you, if I load in another bar, let's put this guy here, right? Now it just put it on bar 1. You're going to need to tell it to go to bar 1 simple, right? So that's pretty much it. It's working great. And I know these are tough to find. The benefit, if you can find one, is that it unlocks the lighting mode in Rekordbox without having to pay for the Pro subscription. The free plus version that I have here is because I have the Cross 12 turntables, so I have DVS hardware unlocked, which is pretty cool to see. Like once it saw the turntable plugged in on USB-C, it said, do you want to activate? But it also came with a license key in there too. But yeah, so if you go into preferences and then lighting, you would have to pay to use the NTech DMX, which those are available. They're only $56 or something like that. But then you'd have to pay for the monthly subscription to use that. So super happy that I was able to find an RB-DMX1 just to get that. I just don't want to pay for a subscription on Rekordbox right now. But yeah, the return on investment would probably be like 5 years, right? But yeah, so let me just show you. I'll just load up this track here, and I'll show you how it works. So it created all those scenes, and we'll see how it goes. Like what I was saying, is just like if you want to just like chill the vibe, just put it on low. Right? So choose low. Now let's make everything yellow. Wanted to just like make our own build up with like fast strobing. So now everything's strobing, right? And you just take that. It's just super cool to like be able to, kind of play with the lights a little bit, especially like the color and the fact that they're kind of just like automatically gonna do their own thing. And then again, like if you're using a Rekordbox controller, when you crossfade, it's going to automatically switch over the lighting as well. So I think that's enough for now, but I'll certainly do more videos of these, and hopefully, you know, you can find the right fixture if you're buying aftermarket lights. You know, it is a pain, and there's a, you know, a chance that like your fixture wouldn't be in there. I know you can submit to the database and have it updated, but you cannot create your own fixture, which is a pain. So you may just want to like buy a light that you know is in the fixture library, right? But I was lucky enough here to get kind of the cheapest stuff on Amazon, and you know, make it work with color, dimmer, and kind of strobe effect. So good luck.